A little bit about the Quilts of Valor Foundation. It was started in 2003. It started with a dream of a lady named Catherine Roberts. She was a Blue Star mom. Her son was deployed to Iraq, and she said she was 10 seconds away from panic 24 hours a day. I think any mother can understand that, or father can understand that. And since she was a nurse, she really felt it was important to wrap our wounded in comfort and love. And so since she lived in the area, she went to Walter Reed and went to the chaplain, the head chaplain. His name is John. And John goes, well, I don't know, legalities, you know, the government and gifts and all that. And he decided it was probably better to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. And so over the years, they kept presenting quilts at Walter Reed. And the media took care of, they came to visit one soldier and received his quilt. And the media covered it, it went viral. And so then quilts started shipping in from all over the nation for Walter Reed. Since then, we've awarded quilts at Walter Reed, here in the United States, in Afghanistan, Iraq, Germany. Oftentimes, the fellows get shipped to Germany, to Landstuhl for treatment, and they come off the battleground without anything. And so we were able to award quilts there. One of my favorite stories is about a soldier who was awarded a quilt in Germany, got shipped to Walter Reed, and had to go into surgery, and he threatened the doctors and nurses that quilt better be on him when he woke up. And I know some veterans that would be that way. Right, Eric? All right, so that's what we did. So it has grown. We have over 11,000 members, over 600 groups that work with the Quilts of Valor Foundation. Quilts are presented, they're awarded, and they're not just handed to the veteran. It's an award presentation, and we present the quilt and wrap our veteran in comfort and love. And we hope that he can use it. We have size requirements. There's minimum and maximum sizes for Quilts of Valor. Colors don't really matter that much. Traditionally, they're red, white, and blue, but if you look in our booth, we have some that aren't quite red, white, and blue in your face, you know, but they still hit that. You know, we have veterans that are fishermen or hunters that they would prefer a quilt with that. So that's what we do. So we're going to proceed with a presentation today of a quilt. And today, if you don't know, my name is Ann Crawford. I'm the Western Iowa State Coordinator for Quilts of Valor. I handle the western half of Iowa. I drive a lot. I travel a lot. So I've told you a little bit about the story. Ms. Roberts said that the quilts equaled change. She made a dramatic change when she wrapped those quilts in them. So since then, we've ordered nearly 360,000 quilts that have been recorded. A lot of quilts have been presented, but not recorded on our website here in the United States. And these quilts bring a three-part message to our veterans from our hearts. First, we honor them for their service. They raise the right hand and taking that oath and leaving all that they held dear. Next, these quilts are meant to say thank you for that service, sacrifice, and valor in serving our nation. And finally, these quilts are meant to offer healing, peace, comfort, and warmth to the individual who receives it, and for you to know that they are forever in our thoughts and prayers. On each quilt is a label, a Quilt of Valor label, and they can be pre-made or they can be hand-sewn, you know, or embroidered, whatever. And this one is the 20th anniversary label because this is our 20th anniversary right now. Okay, and this quilt now is your story, and I'm going to introduce Eric here. I'm going to read a little bit about him so I don't mess it up. Eric Less, First Sergeant, enlisted in the United States Marine Corps at age 18 in January of '95. After basic training, he was trained in infantryman. He began his post-secondary education in Honolulu. He assumed billets from infantry rifleman to fire team leader to squad leader. As an infantry leader, he was responsible for the training, discipline, welfare, and operational readiness of up to 16 enlisted Marines. He participated in 2 worldwide deployments to expeditionary camps, field environments, and aboard naval vessels. In January '99, he enlisted in the Iowa National Guard. Duty position as Equipment Records Parts Specialist. In 2002, he was assigned as Recruiting and Retention NCO for the Recruiting and Retention Battalion, where he served for the next 20 years. He has a whole list of awards, so I'm not going to go through all of those because he'll hit me. You want to help me? Yes. All right. So Eric, would you please come forward? So First Sergeant Eric. He now works for the American Legion in our office, and I like to show you your quilt first before we give it to you, so you can see it.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so come here.
Okay.
Come here, and we're going to wrap you in your quilt.
Okay.
And we always wrap our veterans in their quilts,
Okay.
and know that we want to present that to you in comfort and love, and know that it's meant. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And you also get a certificate that you can hang on your wall or file.
Okay.
So we thank you for your service.
Yes.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, everyone. Well, thank you for coming.